Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, I would like to present about my project, which is Mother and Baby Grow. First of all, my name is Saidatina Safia binti Mohd Ruslan, and my matric number is 051705. Okay. In this project, I will explain about introduction, problem statement, objective, project scope, methodology, design and development, testing, position and job task, Gantt chart, budget and conclusion. Okay, introduction of this project. Okay, this application can make sure parents more aware about the date before the actual date of immunization, as this application will give notification for the parent to remind them about their date of their baby immunization. As we know, tend to parents nowadays tend to forget the exact date of immunization of their baby. So this application will give them more aware about the date before the actual date of immunization. Next, this application also provides suitable menu for women who are under confinement and a healthy diet for them. Okay, there are some women that did not have much time to know about the detail of their food to eat during their confinement, so this application can help them. Next, I will talk about my problem statement of this project. First is using manual way to record the data, such as it will be possibility of losing the report book and forget the exact date for their baby immunization. Next, parents tend to face difficulty to detect symptoms of their baby, which is parents do not know how to detect their symptom of their baby, such as their baby like coughing, fever, high temperature, and so on. Next, it will give lack of knowledge about food during confinement, which is some women did not know the detail of the food to eat during their confinement, which is the women nowadays don't have much time to know the detail about the food to eat during their confinement. There are three objectives of this project. First, to design an application that will help doctor or nurse to set and record the date of the baby immunization and their growth development. Next, to implement a rule-based system in detect any symptom of their baby, which is this application can detect the symptom that their baby shown. Next, to evaluate the functionality of the application, whether it can detect disease and remind parent about the date of immunization or not, which is to test this application can give the remind for the parent or not. Then will this application can detect any symptom of their baby shown. Next, I will talk about project scope. There are two scope for this project. First, admin, which is doctor, and second, user, which is parent. Okay, admin. Admin can register the parent and baby that assigned for the appointment, which is admin can register the parents or baby details in this application. Next, admin can update of the date of immunization and healthy diet menu for mother's confinement, which is admin can suggest the menu for the women who are under confinement, and also admin can update the date of immunization of the baby. Next, user. User can view all information, which is can view about the baby healthcare, the confinement menu, the detail about their babies. Next, user also can get the notification and know about the date of the immunization, which is this application will provide a notification as a reminder to the parent before the actual date of their baby immunization. Next, the application also can detect the disease from the baby by checking the system that has record, which is user can tick any symptom of their baby in this application, and this application will provide the can in and this application can detect that disease. Next, I will present about methodology. In this project, I choose iterative model as my methodology. In this iterative model, there are 8 phases in this iterative model, which is initial planning, requirement phase, analysis and design phase, implementation phase, deployment phase, testing phase, and evaluation. First, in initial planning phase, which is in this phase, we generate for a few reasons, such as we help the doctor or hospital to record baby immunization and grow, and also provide the menu for the women who are under confinement. Next, in planning phase, we brainstorming about the mother and baby grow occur, such as recognize and analyze the problem statement, objective, project scope for the application. Next, in the requirement phase, we refer to the article, journal, internet or other research paper, which is we research about this application, whether this application exists or not, whether the application meet the objective or not, which we recognize them through the internet, research paper, journal, and so on. Next, in analysis and design phase, we use the data and transform the data into design that we follow that requirement, which is we build diagram such as contact diagram CD, entity relation diagram, which is ERD, and data flow diagram, and also data dictionary for this application. Next, we identify the main entity for this application, which is we identify the main, which is admin, nurse, staff, parents or user, baby immunization, grow notification, and mother confinement menu. Next, in implementation phase, we implement using the rule-based technique, which is we use for detect symptom that the baby shown, which is we analysis and design the influence that the implement will be actually carried out. Then next, in deployment phase is this application ready to be used by the user, which is the application is ready to be used. It will be observed or review whether the application meet the objective or not. Next, in the testing phase, we test the application. And find when the application is function or not, and we bug is fixed to determine whether the application meet their needs or not. Next, in evaluation phase, we detect the effectiveness of system, whether this process of system follow the goal and deliver is supposed to the user, which is this phase is important to evaluate the performance of the application. If the performance is low, they will repair and reboot the weakness of this application. Next, I will present about design and development, which is design and development separate by two, which is high fidelity prototype and low fidelity prototype. Okay, in low fidelity prototype, I divide by two, which is admin interface and user interface. Okay, first picture is about my login for the doctor, for the admin, which is the login, which is the doctor, the admin must to enter the username and password to log in this application. Next, the picture is about the main project of this application, which is I divide by four main point, which is parent, baby, set appointment, and confinement menu, which is in when we click parent button, it can admin can add, delete or update the parent detail. Next, in the baby button, admin can add, update and delete baby details. And in the set appointment, doctor can set the date and the detail about the baby immunization. Next, the confinement menu, doctor will give the suggestion of the menu for the woman who are under confinement. Next, that is the page for parents, which is admin can register the parent by fill in the detail of the parents, which is that have parent ID, baby's name, address, IC number, and so on. Next, in this page, admin can update the parent detail by enter the parent ID, which is enter the parent ID and it will display the parent detail. Next, in the page baby, admin can register baby by fill in the detail, which is parent ID, baby ID, name, age, and date of birth. Next, admin also can update the baby detail. Next, in the page of set appointment, admin can set the appointment for the baby, which is enter the baby ID, age, immunization ID, vaccine type, and date of appointment. Then apply the appointment in this application. Next, admin also can update the appointment detail and set the notification for the parent to remind them the date of the baby immunization. Next, admin also can suggest the menu for the woman who are under confinement, which is admin can choose the meal, whether it lunch, dinner, breakfast, and upload the image or menu for the woman who are under confinement. Next, for user interface. First page is the login for the user, which is same as the same as the admin, which is user must enter the username and password before login this page. Next, which is the user that is new of the application, they have to log in to this application, which is they must to enter the username, email, password, and sign up. Then they can log in to the page. Next, in this user interface, I provide three main page for this application, which is confinement menu, baby's immunization, and baby healthcare, which is when user click of the confinement menu button, it will display this page, which is it display about the confinement menu, which is it display the menu for the for this application, which is for lunch or dinner. Next, in baby immunization, when the user click the baby immunization, they have to enter their baby ID, and when they enter the baby ID, it will display the baby details with the date of immunization, and it also show the appointment date of their baby. Next, when they click the baby healthcare, it will display the symptom checker for the baby, which is user can tick any symptom that are shown of their baby, which is fever, high temperature, red eyes, fuzzy, and so on. Next, then when they click any symptom of the baby shown, then they have to click the check button to check the disease of their baby. Next, in high fidelity prototype, I also divide by 2, which is same as the low fidelity prototype, which is this is example for my admin interface. First page is my login page, which is admin must enter the username and password before they log in. Next, there are 4 main points for this project, which is parent, baby, set appointment, and confinement menu. Admin can tick whether they want to click add the parent detail or baby detail, or set the appointment of the baby, or suggest the menu for the women who are under confinement. Then they can register or add the parent, and they can update the detail of parent, and they also can register the baby or add the baby and update the baby details. Next, they can set the appointment of the baby and give the notification for the user to remind them. Next, they also can update the appointment details. Next, they also can suggest the menu that suitable for women who are under confinement, which is they can click whether it's lunch, dinner, breakfast. Next, for user interface, first of all, user must to log in this application, which is enter username and password. Next, with the new user for this application, they have to sign up before log in this application, which is they have to enter the username, email, and password before log in to this page. Next, there are 3 main points for this application for of the user, which is confinement menu, baby immunization, and baby healthcare. When they click confinement menu button, the application will display the confinement menu page, which is they provide the menu for the woman who are under confinement, whether lunch or dinner. Next, when they click the baby immunization, they must enter the baby ID first, and when they enter the baby ID, it will display the baby detail with the date of immunization. Next, in this application, when the user click the baby healthcare button, it will display the system checker for baby, which is when the parent tick any symptom of their baby, they are shown, and they have to click the check button to check the disease of their babies. Then in this project we must to test the application. Okay, in this application we use test case. What is test case? Test case is help to find out problem on the system requirement and make sure the system can be run properly. That is test case. In this application, first test case that I have been done is user register, which is first step, click on sign up button, and the output the system will direct to the register form. Then when we had them it will be passed. Then we enter the following details such as username Safia, email saidatinasafia98@gmail.com, and password 123. If we expected and it will display validation if not fill in the blank. If we not fill in the detail, it will be validation. Then click the sign up button, and when we click the sign up button, it will save into the database. Next, in the admin login, first we must go to login page. Then when we go to login page, it will preview page load. Then we enter the following detail, which is username admin, password 12345. Expected result, it will validation. If not, fill in the details. Next, when we click login button, it will be login successfully and admin page display. Next, in user login, same as the admin login. First, must go to login page and they preview page load. Next, enter the following detail, which is username Safia and password 123. It will validation. If not, fill in the details. Next, click the login button, which is login successfully and user page display. Next, in user we have 3 main point. First, we test the confinement menu. First, we click the confinement menu and it will suggest the confinement menu for the women who are under confinement. Next, we can choose whether for lunch or dinner, which is for lunch, it will suggest confinement menu for lunch, and for dinner, it will suggest confinement menu for dinner. Next, we test the baby immunization. First, click the baby immunization button and it will display details baby. Then we enter the baby ID. It will show detail such as baby ID, age, immunization ID, appointment date, and vaccine type. If we enter the baby ID, if we not enter the baby ID, this detail cannot be displayed. Then in user, we test the baby healthcare, which is first click the baby healthcare button. Next, it will display symptom checker for baby. Next, we tick any symptom that are shown by the baby, such as fever, coughing, sneezing, high temperature. And we must to click check button, which is system will detect the disease of the baby by checking the system that has been ticked by the user. Okay, position and job task for this project. First, I have 3 position and job tasks for the project. First is project manager, which is project manager monitor and report on the progress of selected clinical trials, which include budget and timelines. Which is project manager in this application, we monitor and report the progress of the selected clinical trial, which is does this project having some problem or not, which include budget and timeline. We talk we discuss about the budget, which is bill utility, salary staff, other association costs, and so on. And we discuss about the timeline, which is we plan to finish this application during the timeline that we set from the beginning. Next, we have UI and UX designer, which is UI is user interface and UX is user experience designer in this application. They do illustrate design idea using storyboard, process flow, and sitemap. They design graphic user interface element like menu, tabs, and widget. Like they do the high fidelity prototype, which is they do the prototype first for this project to show the idea of this project, which is we provide the menu, tab, and widget for this application. Next, we have the programmer, which is programmer design and testing computer structure. Then they manage the database system and maintaining operating system. That which when we develop the application, we must have the programmer to design and testing the computer and maintaining the operating system. Next, in this application, we have Gantt chart, which is we brief the project in 26 February and research about the project. Then we find the requirement analysis, and then we design the interface, and we build and create prototype like high fidelity prototype or low fidelity prototype like before. And we must do the customer evaluation to test whether the system is functionality or not. Then we refining prototype, which is we fix the problem whether the testing is successful or not. Next, we drafting report of the proposal of this application. Then we do the final presentation for this project, and we analyze the final product and final report. Next, in this application, we have budget to do this application. First, we have the budget for staff salary, which is include about 9,000 for pay for the staff. Next, we have the utilities, which is internet, electricity, water. We include it's about 1,000. Next, we have travel, which is transportation, which is we include about 600 to this transportation, which is we go to the cyber cafe to research of the paper. Then we pay for the designer for the user interface. Then we use other association costs, which is we pay for the others costs that have been used in this project. Then last but not least, the conclusion. Okay, I can be relate this application, mother and baby growth application, help the doctor or nurse to set and record the date of the baby immunization and their growth. It will give notification as a reminder to the parent before their actual date of the baby immunization. Then the application also can detect symptom whether the baby having a serious illness or not, which is some parent out there does not know what the symptom for their baby. Then this application will give the system checker for the baby, which is user can click any symptom that are shown of their baby and check in this application. Then, this application will provide suitable menu for them during confinement, which is some women out there does not know more about the detail of the food to eat during their confinement. So, the application can give their can give them suitable menu of their food during their confinement. Okay, this is my poster for this project, which is I use Canva to do this poster, which is I design the poster for my application, which is mother and baby grow, which is I specific this application for moms to their confinement menu and parent to remind them about the baby next immunization appointment. Next, in this poster I also put the description about this application, which is I used to to write down the objective, the main point of this application, which is the application can make sure parent more aware about the date a day before the actual date of the immunization, as this application can give the reminder, can give a notification as a reminder for the parents. Next, this application also provides suitable menu for women who are under confinement and the healthy diet for them, such as some women does not know more about the detail that about the detail of food they have to eat during their confinement. Then I I display the three main point for the user, which is first, baby immunization, baby symptom checker, and mother confinement menu. Next, I display next user can also download this application on Play Store for free and use the application for them to their baby. That's all from me. Thank you.